Hello, it is Baron Ambrosia, here on the corner of East Gunhill and Boston Road, in the heart of the Bronx's West Indian shopping district. You may be asking yourself, Baron, what are you doing in such a place of mystery and romance? Well, as always, I'm in search of culinary consciousness. Care to join me? The northeast section of the Bronx is home to over 14,000 Jamaicans. This would help to explain the plethora of West Indian groceries and businesses. Having trouble finding that elusive ingredient in your Caribbean cookbook? Look no further. This is the primo destination for hard-to-find fish, roots, and spices. Whilst wandering down Boston Road in search of quintessential local fare, I'm caught off guard by the seductive aromas flowing from Jamrock Cooking's sunbursting psychedelic exterior. I wander inside in search of diabolical delectables, but instead am bombarded by the nubile beauty of Chef Munchie. After gathering my thoughts, I realize I have found my first interview of the day. Now, I run a pretty tight ship and take my interviews very seriously. Rule number 1, it is imperative to set an atmosphere of complete journalistic integrity that will command your subjects' respect and allow them to share their most intimate secrets. Moochie? May I call you Moochie?
Yes.
Great. Are you currently working with law enforcement?
No.
You're not a member of the police squad? Well, you're certainly one of New York's finest. More importantly, tell me a little bit about Jamrock Cooking.
Well, Jamrock is a business venture between me and my husband. We opened in 2004.
Tell me how you guys got started.
Well, we both enjoy cooking. You know, cooking is something that we really enjoyed, and it's a form of expression.
Munchie is only one half of the dynamic duo behind Jamrock's success. Her husband, owner and head chef David, is a culinary genius, putting fresh twists on classic Jamaican fare and even custom cooking for health-conscious diners. You're in business with your husband. Is this food made with love?
It is.
Yeah. Passion?
Yeah.
Flavor?
Well, the food of Jamrock, I would say, is the best food in the Bronx. It's spicy. It has a little sweetness to it. Everything is all the flavors combined.
Yes.
It just gets your taste buds going.
One thing I noticed, Moochie, was that between the customers and the kitchen is a thick pane of bulletproof glass. Care to elaborate?
Whoa, Baron. That's for one special dish that we have here. It's for the cow foot. You know, people go crazy about it. If they come in here and it's a line, or they don't, we run out of cow foot or anything, they get crazy. So the glass is there to protect us from the customer.
Cow foot, really? That sounds actually really interesting. Do you think that we could actually, cut really quick and then possibly get me a plate on here?
I don't think so. Have you ever had cow foot before? It's real good,
Do I know about cow foot?
You boy! Bring more cow foot to my tent!
The general says your credit is no longer good here, sir.
What? You tell him this was a gift from the Caliph of Sheba. Now bring me more cow foot!
I know a thing or two about cow foot.
Okay, I'll let you try it. Oh, we do have plans. We want to expand a little bit more, and maybe have a dining area, or open more than one restaurant or so, like.
Oh, God.
What is your favorite dish at the restaurant?
Okay, we specialize in oxtails, the brown stew fish. We have the stew peas. The regular stew peas that everybody makes is made with pigtail, like the salt pigtail, but we make ours with the oxtail and the chicken foot, so it's a different thing,
Wait, I'm sorry to interrupt you, Moochie. Can I get camera 2 over here for an aside? Okay, so for those of you who have not had cow foot before, might be, those of you who are a bit apprehensive, all right? Very rarely, if ever, will the Baron ever tell you how to run your life, okay? Because that's your business. But the fact of the matter is, all right, imagine in your head the most delicious steak you've ever had in your life, okay? Multiply that by 6, all right? Now add in the element of a completely decadent richness, and then splash it with the savory, spicy pop of West Indian flavor. And at this point, you're approaching the cow foot at Jamrock. What?
I learned how to cook from Dave, Yeah. So he's a real good cook.
Oh, hold on. I'm very sorry. Do you have any more cow foot in the back?
No, Baron, there is no more cow foot.
I don't mean to interrupt you. I'm very sorry. I swear there was some more cow foot in the kitchen.
There is no more cow foot.
Cow foot in the kitchen. No, I think there was
Baron,
some. I think there was some more back here. I think I saw some
there's
earlier.
No more. There's no more cow foot there.
David, I know that in the steam tray. I think that there's some more. There was an event you were catering. I could give you the money for what you're being paid for the catering event. So that's fine. Just if you could just open the door just for a minute.
In the moments following the interview, I had a complete relapse of my cow foot addiction. And it saddens me to this day to think that my new friends had to witness the Baron in such a desperate state.
It was a dinner you guys were catering, and I think that there may have been an order of cow's foot for that dinner.
I warned you about the part of the cow foot, Baron. You wouldn't listen.
No. So you're as much part of this scenario as I am, because you were the one who brought out the cow foot. Yes, you brought out the cow foot. You're part of round and Moochy, round and round we go. And you play ball? You guys want to play ball? Yeah, I'm coming back there. Because the only thing separating me and the cow foot is this bulletproof glass. Okay, it's bulletproof. Bulletproof. But is it ready for these guns? It's ready for these guns. You guys have any ice with that cow foot? Is there any possibly ice pack back there? I know I'm going above, this is so not me. This is not what I'm about. Got busted hands, took off my clothes. Okay, so I'm gonna swallow my pride one more time, Booty. I'm gonna put my hand through that slot and you're gonna put something in it, you know what it is. You act like you behind the glass like you Baron Ambrosia because you got me open on this. You're the one who taught me how to do it. You're the one who got me liking that cow foot, okay? So, I'm just gonna walk around here and I'm just trying to get a hold of myself.
There's no more cow feet, Byron. Could you please leave? I'm trying to run a business here.
I'm gonna put my hand through the slot. You're gonna put something sweet in there right there. Go ahead. I don't feel you put nothing in my hand. I couldn't do my hand. How you gonna put out a man come here hungry gonna put out his hand like that? You gonna put anything in a cow foot.
There's no more cow feet, Byron. Do you want to try the fish? It's real good.
I don't know if I don't want it. I want to eat the cow foot. I don't eat fish, I eat cow foot. Oh wow. That's fantastic. This is outrageous. Is that the red snapper? Can I get this in the bag to go?
You can get it to go.
This will be great.
Definitely.
You guys are fantastic.
There we go.
So what we learned today is that Jamrock cooking is jam-packed with West Indian Bronx flavor. Now there's a few moments back there when I never thought I'd taste a dish as delicious as the cow foot. That was until I had the brown stew fish. Culinary tunnel vision can greatly limit what we learn about our own palates as well as each other. So I encourage you, walk a few blocks, try something new. Because this is Baron Ambrosia, helping to bring out the Bronx flavor in you.
No, Baron, you ate all the cow foot.
No! Variety. You know, I'm glad you saw that, because love is a crazy game. And to win sometimes, we need to bend the rules. Which brings me to today's first letter. Baron, I have a crush on a pretty young lady. We spend a lot of time together, but I can't seem to take it to the next level. My friends keep joking on me, saying that I've been stuck in the friend zone. Do you have any recipes for foods to romance my way out? Signed, Loveless in Soundview. So, Loveless, you're expecting the Baron to divulge one of his secret recipes for something as trivial as seduction? So you must want a recipe that's gonna make a woman crazy. Something so sensational that it's gonna make her feel glamorous and exotic and sexy and grown. So grown. Something with a flavor that's gonna make her stop being proud. It's gonna enable her to abandon herself to the basest elements and most instinctual pleasures in life. Sure, no problem. It's called pan, and today we're gonna learn how to make it. Pan is a dubious flavor creation in which various ingredients are wrapped up in packets using the green, waxy leaf of the bell pepper plant. India and Bangladesh are just two of the many Asian countries where pan is quite popular. In small booths, pan makers known as wallas serve as culinary craftsmen, tailoring each pan to their customers' specifications. Pan is chewed and stored in the cheek, and it can be chewed for many different reasons. First off, as a breath freshener, a digestive, a mild intoxicant, and in our case, an aphrodisiac. It all depends what you put inside. At Bronx shops such as the American Asian Market on Lydig Avenue and the Dashi Bazaar on White Plains Road, you will find all the ingredients you need to start making pan in your own home. It always starts with the leaf. Lay it out flat. And we'll start off with a little bit of preserves made from rose. After which I like to sprinkle a little tobacco, a little shredded betel nut, some cardamom, and then we'll finish it off with a combination of shredded coconut and hard candies known as mukwas. After which we fold it up into the classic pan triangle, and you're going to pin that package closed using a clove. And you're ready to start chewing. Pretty much anything wrapped in the leaf of the bell pepper plant can be considered pan. So get a little creative, get a little wacky, get a little weird. Customize your own pan to your personal taste. But the question is, are you ready for the Baron's secret pan recipe? Well, it starts off simply enough. A little bit of rose paste, a sprinkling of cardamom, hefty dose of mukwas. Now, a lot of pan wallas will use a saffron syrup with pieces of actual silver in it to add a little bit of glamour to their pan. But the Baron knows that if you want this recipe to truly work, you need to use platinum. Now you're probably saying, Baron, what's the difference in taste between platinum and silver? Well, about $1,500 an ounce. And platinum tends to have some cinnamony, oaky undertones. And there's a lot of people out there who will say, you know, that paying the premium price for platinum, well, it's just to satisfy an instinctive, vainglorious ostentatiousness. Those people are idiots. And the Baron knows what's important in life, and that's platinum. And that's why, as a finishing touch, I will actually wrap the entire pan in platinum leaf. Hello?
Baron Ambrosia, I thought I told you we were finished.
I know. I acted like a cad. I just came to bring you a peace offering.
Oh, I love pan.
Please, try one.
The pan I'll have. But we are finished. Oh, you wrapped them in silver.
Oh, that's not silver. It's platinum.
Y'all got the big selection. Look like I might have a spell on my phone. Check it out.
I implore you, take full advantage of all the exotic spices available in our community, because the power of the pond is in your hands. And remember, the greatest aphrodisiac of all is just trying something new. Because this is Baron Ambrosia, helping to bring out the Bronx flavor in you. There are many routes that can be taken on the road to culinary consciousness. Why, there are even those amongst us who will consult false oracles in hopes of finding a shortcut to enlightenment. While there are others who will wait on endless lines to get a tasty glimpse behind the velvet rope of some celebrity-laden posheria. Celebrities don't eat, the Baron eats. And when I get up in the morning, I've got one thing on my mind: getting my fingers into something sticky and sweet, and have enough of it on my plate to satisfy even this insatiable carnal appetite. Unfortunately in life, very rarely do things appear on the menu the way that we secretly desire them. So if you'd really like to follow your culinary instincts, come with me to a place called Cozy Cottage, where special orders are a way of life. Cozy Cottage Restaurant is a true Bronx institution. For those in the know, that is. Hidden in an industrial corner of the borough, Cozy has served hungry workers good food the way they like it, at a price they can afford, for the past 80 years. From 5 a.m. to 5 p.m., the staff doesn't stop moving, as preparing 15 daily specials and delivering to over 400 local businesses requires their full attention. Getting a word with Big Cheese Mikey Mike during a lunch rush, well, it's easier said than done. How long have you guys been in?
I'll take a chicken marsala on a hero, a roast beef bacon club sandwich with french fries. Go ahead.
So, tell me about...
Turkeys on rye toast with Russian, a cheeseburger with raw onions. Go ahead.
I'm sorry.
I need sausage and peppers on a roll, make them well done. All right, I'll take a bone-in ribeye steak. It's gonna take sweet potatoes and broccoli.
Tell me a little bit about Cozy Cottage.
You have to really experience it. It's very hard to describe. We're very unique, we're one of a kind.
So what are some of your specialties?
You name it, we have everything. I mean, from our carving board, we have brisket of beef, fresh turkey, corned beef pastrami, Italian sausage, chicken cutlets. We cook stuff on the grill. We have shish kebabs, we have pork chops, steaks, anywhere from soup to nuts, as they say.
Seems like you're very flexible for your customers' personal tastes.
Service is the bottom line. We have to make our customer happy. But whatever it takes, we make our customer happy.
So is it true that they can order anything on the menu in any variation that they want?
Yeah, I mean, the menu is something that we do because you have to.
So you have a lot of sandwiches.
What we're doing now is we're actually naming our sandwiches. So in other words, if you have a creation that you ask for regularly, we name it after you, and we actually print out a flyer with all these sandwiches. We find that customers like the creativity, they like the combinations that people come up with, and it saves them the trouble of inventing something themselves.
Do you carry the Baron Ambrosia?
Well, what's a Baron Ambrosia?
Toasted garlic bread, brisket, Swiss cheese, scrambled egg, bowl of gravy.
Oh, we have that, but we call it the Al Kajowski.
Well, who the hell is Al Kajowski?
Yeah, that's that gentleman over there.
Oh, really?
Al Kajowski, Baron Ambrosia.
Hi, how you doing?
Nice to meet you. Sorry to interrupt your lunch. We seem to have a little dispute over a sandwich.
What dispute would that be?
Garlic bread, brisket, scrambled egg, Swiss cheese, bowl of gravy.
That's my sandwich. Al Kajowski.
That's the problem. It's actually my sandwich. It's actually called the Baron Ambrosia. I invented it in 1972. I even have a patent number.
Well, that's not my problem.
Are you willing to fight for this sandwich, sir?
I definitely will fight for that sandwich.
I will see you on the field of honor.
Yes.
How are we going to do this?
Whoever eats the most sandwiches gets the name.
You've got it, mister.
Let's do it.
This lunch break only at Cozy Cottage. Champion Al, the devastator Kajowski, will face off against the challenger Baron the Cougar Ambrosia for the rights of sandwich. All right, let's keep it clean. Now, gentlemen, grab your sandwich. By sandwich number 6, my entire body was shutting down. And as I stared into those cold, blank, merciless eyes, I knew my only chance for victory was a heavy dose of my top secret molten hot fried pepper sauce.
Pepper powers activated. That's unfair. You're using some kind of secret sauce.
Any sauce is fine as long as you both can use it.
Yeah, what's good for the goose is good for the gander. You show him out.
With the pepper power of over 16 million Scovilles racing over his taste buds, the mighty Kajowski gave a shudder and then fell.
Kajowski is finished. You eat that last bite, the title is yours.
They say it takes a bigger man to walk away from a fight. Well, in the Bronx, those rules just don't apply. Especially when your pride and your sandwich are on the line. But we need to realize and recognize the gift of an establishment that allows your taste buds to be themselves, because being afraid of flavor, well, that's something we just can't afford to do. Because this is Baron Ambrosia helping to bring out the Bronx flavor in you.
The start of this culinary consciousness. It's just preposterous. Ambrosia monogamist. That's just the start of this culinary consciousness. It's just preposterous. Ambrosia monogamist. That's just the start of this.
That is my sandwich.
This is Baron Ambrosia coming to you from the heart of the Adirondack Mountains, where today I'm visiting Camp Red Dog, where a couple of true outdoorsmen are keeping a part of American heritage alive.
Every day really is like Christmas. When you leave and you go out into the fields or the woods to check your traps, you never know what you're actually gonna find. So some days it's that bike you always wanted. There it is under the tree, and other days it's the lump of coal in the stocking.
The image of the trapper in American folklore is that of a hardened mountain man with heightened senses, entrenched in the rugged wilderness, as if he himself were a creature of the land. During the cold winter months, when most folks are hesitant to even go outside,
he can be found just after first light, deep in the forests and swamps, retrieving his bounty and carefully observing his prey. Although evidence of animal trapping can be traced as far back as the Cucutini Tripolian civilization of 5500 BC, the North American trapping tradition was learned by European settlers from the Native American and First Nation people. However, in a modern society where a soft-bellied corporate slave's idea of the great outdoors is an outback steakhouse, the trapper seems to be a relic of the past. Are flimsy iPhone texting fingers really capable of setting a steel spring beaver trap in -5-degree weather? Does the modern suburban soccer dad still have what it takes to feed his family if all the convenient technology just stopped? One fact that remains clear is that if a societal apocalypse occurred tomorrow, not only would Trapper Jim and Trapper Bill survive, their schedules wouldn't be affected very much either.
More people live in the city, and they don't have the connection with the land. They don't have the knowledge to go out and actually catch these animals. And it's kind of like meat. They don't realize that steak that they bought in ShopRite came from a cow. They don't put the two of them together.
I trapped when I was a youngster. I'm at home out there in the woods. It's hard to explain. I think partially with me it might be a heritage thing. You know, my great-grandmother was the Manayunk medicine woman. I have a slight bit of Lenni Lenape Indian background. Lenni Lenapes were farmers and gatherers. They still had to eat meat. So they wore clothes made from the animal furs. The bait is in there. The trap is right there.
Yes, he's going to go to get that bait, and he's going to get caught in that trap.
Step in that trap when he's in there looking in that pocket for the bait.
Like I said, out of this whole world, I've got to know enough about that animal to make him put his foot in a 2-inch circle. Well, up here in the Adirondacks, we catch coyotes. There's a lot of beaver, muskrats, mink, otter, fishers, raccoon.
Climb up this pole, go into there. Those are the triggers. I'm not going to touch them.
Yeah.
These are the triggers on that trap. He'll go in there, grab this skunk, try to take a bite out of it, hit those triggers. This will snap and kill him.
A true trapper can utilize all parts of the animal, not just the meat and skin. From the beaver, the oil of the castor glands is removed. It is then mixed with propylene glycol, birch, and aspen flower oil. This lure is then wiped near a trap in a different beaver's territory. The critter will smell the castor of an opposing beaver and approach it to defend his turf, in turn, getting killed in the trap. This lure is also used for larger predators such as fisher cats and coyote, who like to eat the beaver. The notorious oil of the skunk is also collected and sold to the perfume industry. The primary compound of skunk musk, Buttermore Captain, is a magnificent carrier oil and is added to high-end perfumes to amplify their duration, distance, and potency.
Well, it's a renewable resource. These animals are gonna die. We only catch a very, very small percentage of the actual population that's out there. Land is only capable of supporting a certain amount of them. The ones that are born each year are far too many for that land to support, especially through the winter when food becomes scarce. They're going to die one way or another, and we can utilize the meat, we can utilize the fur, we can utilize the glands from them. So why let them die and rot on the side of the road or out in the woods? And the parts that we don't use, we return that back into the woods as a rule. That in turn provides food for the ones that we don't catch.
I caught a dog in a snare, and snares do not hurt dogs. They're used to being on leashes. And here it had been missing for 2.5 months with some kid's dog. It was started out in Pennsylvania, somehow got across the Delaware River into New Jersey, and I caught it in a snare, and it was fine. It wasn't. It was thin from being out for so long, but the people were tickled to death that they got their dog back.
You know, if a homeowner has squirrels in the attic, they don't really know how to deal with that problem. Farmer may have coyotes that are preying on calves or sheep or something, chickens, and he doesn't have the time or the knowledge to go out and physically catch that coyote that's causing the damage. So they'll either ask us to come over or they'll pay us to come over and remove it.
My wife has a plaque in her house that says, when I die, bury me in the woods so my husband will hunt for me. And that's pretty much, it's just the way it is. I'm at home in the woods, and that's where I want to be.